right guys, I mounted this one in the back already. I don't know if you guys can see it here. It's all mounted using that Scotch what do you call it, adapter. But over here we're gonna have to order the actual 4x6s like I said in the other video. This one sticks out about half an inch, and that won't let this cover sit correctly on there. Look. So unless we do like a custom thing, which I really don't want to do because I want this to look all OEM, it's gonna have to be replaced by a 4x6. But at least our wiring is all set up and everything, so we can tidy up a lot of this stuff already, and then yeah, get rid of all this. I'll show you how I install the speaker on that side, and that's pretty much it. So first thing we're gonna do is install this bracket, and then I secure it with 4 other screws that are gonna go in these little 4 areas. So I'll show you right now on that side, but grab your stock hardware, and we're gonna put this with the 4 bolts over there. So here we are in the cab. This is gonna go on exactly how the stock one was. This thing is loud, guys. So loud. I mean, I'll probably never play it that loud. It's probably just gonna be just for show, because this thing is ridiculously loud. All right. Let's go ahead and take the wiring out, snake it through, run this wiring up through here. All right, just like that. Now we're gonna put our positive with the positive, and then negative with the negative. There we go. And then to secure it onto here, all right guys, we're gonna grab just a couple screws to secure it in place. And secure it in place. All right, that's perfect right there. This ain't coming off. All right, we will zip tie this to this other one. Bing bada boom. Can't do nothing here yet. And then same thing with this one, can't do nothing here yet because we need the 4x6, which on this side though, it fits perfectly. There's no interruptions. There's nothing here really hurting it. But man, that other side won't let me. Anyways, I'm gonna clean this up real quick, and then let's see what else we can do. I think we can probably mount our amp on that side. I think that's pretty much it. It's gonna be a pretty short video for this time. I can't do nothing else, you know. I can't mount. We're still waiting on our kick panels there. Still waiting on our I mean, we're gonna order 4x6s, so those should be here probably at the end of the week. So we still got a few things to do, so stay tuned for the next video though. We're probably going to do our alarm system next and our kill switch. I don't know how much of that I can actually show, you know. I'm not going to show you guys where I'm going to put my kill switch, but I'll show you how it can be done. So let me go ahead and get this all cleaned up. All right guys, we need to make our panel for our amp back here, so I'm going to be cutting a piece of wood down to 17 and a half. You know what, I'll do 17 even. We'll do 17 even. Pretty much gonna serve just a temporary panel for now. For this backside here, something like that, just so that we can mount. Oh, why is there a bump? Oh, is there a big ass bump right here? Something like that, guys, just so that we can mount our amp for now. Eventually we'll make the blow through, which is probably going to be a pretty big hole, so we're gonna have to cut this down more later on, but for now I kind of just want to situate it kind of where it's going to be. That way we don't have to drill a bunch of holes for because we have to mount this, we got to mount the amp, and I don't want to drill a bunch of holes in my back wall. So just with a couple, maybe 2 holes that I drill here, just to keep this kind of secure, and then the amp on top of it. So I think that should be enough. Let's put it all the way on one side, yeah, like that. All right, let me grab a couple drill bits so we can drill through, and we're good. All right, let's make it somewhat even, like 8.5 right here. Okay. But now I'm gonna make this hole a little bit bigger so we can fit a rivet nut or insert nut into these areas here, and we can mount our board onto here. All right, guys, so this is our I don't know what you call this, a rivet nut tool. All we got to do is find a drill bit that's the exact same size as this, and this one goes here just like this, and then you press it in and you take it out. Easy as that, guys. It just gets sandwiched in there, and that creates a perfect service instead of using those self-tapping screws, because those self-tapping screws will eventually rattle. See, bam. So let's grab our other one. Oh, this one's gonna be a little awkward. There we go. Hopefully it doesn't come out too. All right. Now on this board, I'm gonna do a 1/2 inch drill, just so we have a little bit of wiggle room. Now eventually we are gonna be dynamatting this area here, but for now, we kind of just want to mount our speakers and everything. Like I said, this is the first phase. This setup is temporary until we do our blow through there. All right, we have 2 washers here and bolts. Let me see if they're the right size too. Yeah, all right. So let's kind of align it where it needs to go. All right, and this is a 10 millimeter. So there we have it. So now we'll put the carpet over. Maybe trim this part off a little bit, otherwise it's gonna be, yeah, let's trim this part off a little bit. All right, we're gonna trim it down right here. Flap this over. I'm still gonna clean this. I just want to see how it's gonna look. Flap this over, something like that. Now we can drill into the wood, and then our amp is gonna go somewhere here. So I can either tuck the wires down or cut the carpet open. Yeah, because there's a lot of wires here. I like that a lot, but let me vacuum and clean this area first before we start putting the carpet in. So last night, I didn't record it, but I went ahead and Tessa taped this whole area here. You see how clean that looks? This is our speaker wires, remote turn on, and a power wire. So we're ready to put the panel back on here. We're still waiting on our kick panels, so we can't do anything here yet. Moving on over here, you saw me install this. All I went ahead is attached it. It's held in by clips. That was very easy. And then down here, all I did was put it comes with the little L bracket, and I screwed it onto the bottom here. And then we're gonna tidy up all these wires still. I haven't closed this off yet because we're gonna be putting our alarm. I think I'm gonna move on actually to tidying up that whole other side, and then we can cut our speaker wires to the final length, because we do have a little bit too much length right now. I want to tidy all this stuff up here. It's kind of a little mess, and maybe do little slits on the carpet and just feed it through there. But yeah, let's continue on to the other side. Alright guys, this is as clean as I can get it for now. Like I said, remember this is phase one, so I'm not trying to make this like the completely clean, the cleanest I can, because eventually I would want to build like a panel, like a beauty panel covering all this and make it look nice with leather and everything. Put 1 amp here and then the base amp over there. But like I said, this is just phase one, so this is as clean as I can get it without doing major work. So I ended up cutting all the extras, and I redid the little spade connectors there. So, and then I labeled them. I have this old label maker, and I labeled them so that when I have to take them off, I already know which channel is what. Channel 1, channel 2, channel 3, and then everything's tightened up. Everything's here. Let me get this place cleaned up. And here's the other side, so you guys can see. This other side does have a little channel, probably because of the this wiring here, and we did have the other speaker wire that ran through here there too. We're gonna get this place cleaned up, detailed, probably in another video. I'm gonna detail the whole inside of this truck, including washing the carpet and everything before we put our seats back in. And then that's it. That's pretty much it, guys. So let me know what you guys think below. You guys like the little setup? Like I said, it helps to have that piece of wood back here. You guys can see it here, because then you can attach anything to it, like our fuse block, and then this with our screws there. So this ain't going anywhere. Eventually the plans, like I said, I'm going to be putting a battery here, and then that's where I need that extra feet of 0 gauge so we can go straight there. Although we can probably honestly put the 0 gauge probably like that, but I don't know how my center console is going to be yet, so I haven't thought about that yet. But that's pretty much it. So probably here in the next video I'm going to be doing my alarm install while I wait, because I can't do I'm waiting for the kick panels, so I can't do that. And then I'm waiting for my 4x6s that I had to order, so there's still a lot of stuff to do. Look at my interior. It looks so crappy in the camera. For some reason, it looks so faded. I need to buy that touch-up paint and just give this whole thing like a good paint. A good paint job. Stay tuned for that. More content, guys.